Good evening, everybody. This is Graveless, coming to you with a continuation of our early China Terra Invicta series. So right now, we're going to war with the aliens. There's no doubt about that. I've done too much damage to them, both on Earth and in orbit, to prevent it. So, time to get ourselves on real war footing. We've started up on Mercury, which is going to be great in terms of our resource income. Ceres is also upgrading. We desperately need MC, and that means that I'm going to be putting liberating mainland China a little bit on the back burner while we focus more on grabbing Europe. At least for the next bit. All of our new MC is going to ships, not HABs. This is because we desperately need to get our space fleets, well, online.
Standing by.
So, let's go over where we are in Europe right now and look at acquisition targets. So, we have this. We have some nations that confederate. The UK would be nice, but it's expensive. What I'm going to do first is grab Portugal, and through Portugal, and go from Portugal into Spain.
Ready.
Do I need to run anything there? I think I can just run. Can I just straight purge? No, I should do this right. Let's run Crackdown into Purge, unless... Trying to remember, was there an alien that needed assassinating? No, there was not. We want to re-grab the servants, but unfortunately we are now stuck in a moment where we are limited on Councilor actions much more than anything else right now. And as a result of that, well, we're just going to deal. We're going to continue advising China. I am going to do this to start developing some things besides just MC, but we're really going to be focusing primarily on MC development in China. Let's see here. Nina, continue gaining science. Yes. And lastly, it's the start of March. So, these are going to need to be destroyed because, well, they're a bit of a problem. So, Corvette Destroyer Battleship, this fleet probably can take. I would expect 2 to be needed for the destroyer, 3 to be needed for the battleship, and 1 needed for the corvette. 2 cruisers and a destroyer this fleet cannot take, but we kind of need to go now, so we're going to suck it up and deal. This is one... Oh, also, I should fix that. Let's fix that. Also in here, we're getting our solar array to start building out Mercury. Oop. So this one again, I'm going to auto-resolve it because this is a fight that we ought to take. And now I'm going to show you something tricky. We have a bunch of ships here. We're going to split off this early ship that we don't really like as much. The rest of them are going to go back to our shipyard and resupply. This brave soul is going to go distract the enemy. Thank you for your service, entire crew of this ship. They are going to go in, and they are going to fight the enemy and die. But this will reset, so, nothing's going to happen. It is unfortunate, but it is what it is. However, this resets the enemy's surveillance. And if you're trying to go a little bit less obvious with what you're doing, and, poke the aliens, you're going to do that a fair bit, purely for the sake of delaying them getting their surveys off. Let me remember. Flag bridge is coming up. Yes. Flag bridge is coming up. That's going to be important too. But until then, we're just going to keep building. We need ships. We need ships fast. We are also... Oh. Spoiler, this is the reason why I garden. Because otherwise bad things happen. Like what you're seeing right now over here. Eventually I want to give up some of my launch facilities in order to get rid of that. And... we're over MC. That means that some bad events have the possibility of just happening to us. We are building MC, but I'm going to get us back up above that so the events don't trigger. If all of the AI are also over their MC cap, you're probably safe, but as we can see right now, they're not. And we're starting to get our op centers online, which is going to help us out in regards to MC growth. Again, right now, everything that we have is going into mission control and getting fleets up. I thought we had flag bridge. There's flag bridge. Yeah. Flag bridge is going to be researched next, and we're going to go through these other two techs. Oh, right. Where's Mercury? Here's Mercury. Mercury shipyard. One of the other problems with this is that we don't quite have the incomes to spam ships like how I would really like.
The people will come to our side.
In particular, our metal income's a little low. Mercury mines coming online are going to fix some of that. But we're eventually... I'm an American. I know how much of a mistake that one is. But eventually we're going to actually want to fix that. Especially if we look at... set arrival alarm. Because our incomes are not quite where I really want them to be. We have an alien in India. That gives us a good opportunity to complete the next step of our plot. For Vesta has done that. Oh, actually, I should also upgrade this on the other one, because the aliens are going to be starting to hit me there. Alright, Portugal is ours. Or at least the start of Portugal is ours. We are, as always, just gonna take a brief glance around, see if there's any orgs we like. There are no orgs we like. I doubt... Like, there's no real reason for us to swap anyone out of our council at this stage. Unless they're someone who's already high level who we steal from one of the AI.
Offering support.
Okay.
Where do you need me?
Kaylee cannot yet raise her investigation. She's going to go down there to keep some level of eyes on the alien.
Hunkering down.
Let us finish taking Portugal. And then we're going to have to make a choice. Do we go into Spain immediately, or do we go after the alien? I'm going to start my public campaign in Spain. And the reason this is that Spain is still inside of the EU. It'd be really nice for us to take Spain before it leaves the EU. Just because of timing. Alright, join Earth Defense. Let us check our ship construction. Yep, that's a tiny one. We build another spam ship.
Offering counsel.
Going silent.
We are right now sort of in a race with the aliens for can we get our fleets online before they manage to destroy anything that we really care about.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We've neutralized the activity.
Alright. And we are also now over our mine cap. This is something that's relatively important and you need to balance carefully. The first mine you are over your mining cap costs you 1 extra MC. The second costs you 2 extra MC. The third costs you 4. You can see how this scales up really fast. Because we're going to have more MC coming online, but we're going to have to pause some of this once we go up further. Because again, you don't want to be over your MC cap. Being over your mine cap will put you over your MC cap. Not great. Not great at all. We are also going to do this briefly because we're expanding our CP cap. Yeah, and that right there is the reason why is what I'm worried about in regards to Spain. If they do take Spain out, there's not much we can do about it. It's just going to happen, and we're going to be sad. The other thing, now that we have some monitors coming online, is we need to design our flag monitor. Monitor is the lightest ship that can actually accept flag modules. Flag modules are great. What they do is, A, they give you a chance to reduce the mission control of the fleet, and B, it means an officer can spawn that reduces it even further. Now, in an ideal circumstance, what we would wind up doing with these is we would also have a salvage bay, and the reason why I'm putting here is I'm not positive that point defense ion batteries don't require this. This is my basis of what I call my PD monitor slash flag monitor. It does multiple things. Your flag mon. We would like a salvage module in here too, and eventually this gets upgraded to a cruiser which has utility slots galore, and you just sort of run everything that you need in terms of utility slots that aren't explicitly... Let's put one in there, put one in there. Actually put two in there. Because we're going to start needing point defense against what the aliens are
We
bringing.
found something.
We are in control here.
Alright, we now have Portugal. Portugal, let's just see. Still in the EU, excellent. That will be nice if our things do indeed die. And Ceres is coming online, which gets us a little bit more research. Yeah. If I had more MC, and I'd started building MC habs earlier, we would be able to start doing a real explosion in terms of how much space how much MC and how much research we're getting from space, basically everywhere. I didn't do that because I had originally been planning on not balling out of control in space. Oh well.
Standing by for orders.
Is what it is. There's a chance China might finish its MC before we have any chance of
I will tell our
turning
story.
it into something nicer for
Standing
us.
by.
Alright, let's do
I will
this,
tell
let's
our
do
story.
this. Our
Standing
mission
by for
is
orders.
get Spain.
Applying pressure on their people.
Standing by for orders.
If you watch the EU video, you understand why I'm putting
Removing
so
our
many
enemy.
things in this. Right now, we're just trying to pump up
Make
our
our
public
appeal.
support. Take that and the executive cap. Also, today's tea, Vanilla Kamau. It's a decaf tea that I really like, a little dessert tea-y. Something really nice for the afternoon, evening time when you don't want a ton of caffeine because you're trying to stay roughly safe. Okay, that's still happening. Alright, applied artificial intelligence is done. We're going to have to go up through self-repairing software to get to white-collar automation, but that's also going to require a rival international development. This one we'll grab first because it gives us anything useful in addition to what it eventually unlocks, except the Academy has decided they want to be a pain in my ass.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
There we
Public
go, there we
sentiment is
go.
increasingly with us.
Public sentiment is increasing.
This will determine very quickly whether or not... Okay. If they don't take Spain out right now, we have a pretty good chance. Alright. And we have advanced Mercury. So, we are now in a tricky spot because we're trying to fleet up, but our monthly income on everything is not that high. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find the best Mercury base, and we're going to upgrade that first. That's probably that 128. Yes, that 128 in terms of metals. So this is going to be the template that every other Mercury base goes from. We're going to 3, 4. We need our second solar array. That's our LDA. We need our nano. We need our skunkworks. We need our farm. And then we need our ops centers. So this is a Mercury base template. I'm just going to change this to Merc up. We're going to be upgrading these bases slowly because they cost roughly 700 metals per base. However, we also have our Mercury defense fleet coming online. Let me this up to here. Probably won't stay there. And we have some research campuses coming online also for improving our RP output. I'm just watching this to make sure nothing bad
Our
happens.
associates are now in charge.
Excellent. We have part of Spain. Spain will cost me 15. That'll put me ever so slightly above CP cap, but that's fine.
Ready to go.
Yep.
I'm here.
They're basically certain to be trying to pull Spain out for their next one.
Ready for orders.
We're just going to do this to make
I
sure
will
they
try
can't.
to sway the public.
At your service. We'll make our appeal.
Your orders?
If I had more counselors, then we wouldn't have to have these concerns. But I do not have
Ready
more
for
counselors.
orders.
So here we are.
Targeting the opposition.
Ready for my mission.
Alright. Open research, we have done one of those. Now we should be fine in that regard. Let's see here. It's time for that? No, I don't think so. Actually, let's get Compact Solid Core 1 because we eventually need to get Compact Solid Core 2 for our major missile upgrades. I basically never impose the sanctions unless it's against... Like, eventually I'm going to own this, so it being better now just helps me out. We are now real far over our mining cap, unless the game is being dumb. The game is being dumb. No. We are shutting this down. We're shutting down one of the op centers and turning on the mine. We're probably going to be shutting down a mine on Mars soon. Because this is going to shoot us far over what our cap is. Also, we're turning that off to turn this on. Okay. Oh, we very neatly are not. Excellent, excellent. Oh, right. Ship construction, Mercury, get yourself some more defenders.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We've moved the needle.
That's useless this late in the game. Alright, and Ceres defense starting to come online.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Media spotlight, I think I would rather just have the lump sum influence right now. Will you eventually want to research that? No. We are not going to invade Japan right now. So, rival alarm. Alright, visible combat lasers. So, we can work on two things at once. We are going to grab this to keep going up towards white-collar automation. No. We do eventually want those.
Consider Monza.
Alright, arrival international development. Great. So, next one that I'm going to do is go mission to Jupiter. This is because this increases our mining cap, and we actually need the increased mining cap right now. Some of these are also useful. I'll care about them later. Alright, Ceres shipyard doing pretty well. Ship construction around Ceres. So we want our flag monitor, we want an orbit monitor, and we want another of these. Alright, Compact Solid Core 1 has been done. No. Starting on this. Yeah, we're gonna start on transnational coordination.
We are in control now.
Because the other thing that I remembered that I should have thought about is that doing the China into Taiwan strat is going to eat up a lot of CP cap, and we currently do not have a lot of CP cap. Alright. We're going to see, by slowing down, whether or not we have any chance of surviving this bombard. Unfortunately, due to how the math works, if you run higher than speed 3, it gets a little funky. Like, stuff just sort of happens, and I'm not entirely sure when and where and what winds up going down for it. Alright, we're not gonna bother defending that right now.
Where do you need me?
I was going to have you investigate what I think is an alien, but instead the aliens have found
Ready
you.
for my mission.
You are going to go over here because I knew there was an alien over here.
Target.
Ready.
And you have also been spotted, so go to ground. Let's see. Okay. No damage. Okay, stuff is happening. That's not good. Oh. Well, this is likely to be a dead base. This is very likely to be a dead base. We might get lucky. No, there's no point anymore. They got the point defense array. This base is dead, and I'm going to rebuild it.
Going off the grid.
Going silent.
Unless that was the one that was being bombarded right now that it just finished. Right. We might be able to survive this. We might be able to survive this. Yeah, no, now that we have the LDA done, we're doing some real damage to that ship. This base probably is surviving. Huh. Cool. Yep, ended its bombing run. I don't think I lost anything else. We might want that
I
eventually.
have new information.
Give me full access to this site. I'll take any science boost I can get right now. These, like, little GDP boosts, they add up to a fair bit. Set arrival alarm.
Policy direction complete.
Federate in Austria, because we're going to need to eventually merge that in. Austria, are you still just building? Yeah, you're still just building funding.
Target secured.
Set arrival alarm. Shipboard laser weapon damage increase is incredible. This is because missiles, if you hit at all, they're probably going to kill. Kind of the same for kinetics. Increasing your laser damage means lasers are capable of doing damage from further away. It also means that PD lasers get longer range. So, just... It's honestly a stupidly good thing to buy. Yeah. Nothing huge right now. Like, honestly, we don't need these currently. I probably should have taken these off earlier, but I don't have anything good to replace them with. Really? Not really. Already has that. Let's re-equip this. Let's see. He will temporarily go back to here. But we're also leveling up espionage because getting espionage to actually his 25 is going to be huge. Oh shit, I should have removed loss averse. Womp womp. Mistakes were made. We will learn and deal. Time to go to ground.
Into hiding.
You go to ground. Oh, a second go to ground. Excellent, excellent.
Ready.
We are doing just great today. We're gonna do that.
Reporting in.
You are going to advise. Actually, let's find a servant. No, I know we cannot get him. You are maybe. Oh, you're new. You're very new. You are probably able to be got. We're going to advise China and Johnny.
Reporting in.
Nina probably is holding the
Thank you,
defense
Ceres.
org. Nina is in fact holding the defense org. Don't like either of those. Actually, let's go check that. Oh, you have a science org that you don't need. Take the defense org back, and Nina can get the science org back.
Standing by for orders.
This is because if you're doing something against serious threats, you
On guard.
always need to protect your other counselor. Otherwise, critical failures can just kill someone. If you're willing to save scum, I suppose you don't need to, but
Going off the grid.
it's a good policy
Defending
to
the
protect
VIP.
your dudes and keep them safe.
Person of interest surveilled.
Join Earth Defense. Orbit Mon, join Earth Defense. Alright, let us order a couple more monitors. Orbit Mon. And we're probably at the point where we upgrade a second Mercury base. Yeah, let's upgrade this one. 614, yeah. We can afford this. Let's go. Good. Alright. I was afraid of that. We're going to have to delay slightly. Alright, we need that eventually.
Target destroyed.
Wonderful. Piss off the aliens, get us some delicious purple. I don't honestly care that much. Don't need it. We are not going to sortie because we don't have the resources to actually chase it down. If it goes after our stations, we take revenge on it afterward.
Offering support. Your orders?
Oh, she can do that. Let's get the
On
other
my
thing
way
in the
to the
EU in. You have now been found.
Evading pursuit.
Acknowledged.
I know there was an alien running around South America somewhere. Let's get the servants first. Oh, the person who I was investigating has vanished. Oh, there she is.
Eyes on target.
It's just she
Standing by.
went to somewhere slightly harder. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Oh, let's double check. Yeah, you were down to loyalty 11. We're going to buff him up.
At your service.
He's down at loyalty 11. We're going to buff him up.
I'll ensure their loyalty.
Join Mars Defense. Join Mars Defense. Ship construction. Let's check Mercury. Let's get their flag monitor in. And do we have the resources?
Lending my expertise.
Initiating deep cover.
God damn
I
it.
believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
I couldn't get through to them.
We've got some intel on our target.
Awesome.
Mission complete.
Alright, we will federate in the other one. It will be a little bit, because Spain has 138 days before we can eat it. And we're gonna have to... Alright. Why? 1 minute. Patton Station. Which one is Patton Station for me to be mad at? Why did you pick this one? This is a truly amazing event. One of the reasons why you put skunkworks everywhere. Unfortunately, it randomly picks which of your stations it chooses for this, and, well, now we've lost one of the best events. Oh. An alien has come to China. You know, I was looking for a prisoner to take to a nice padded cell.
Cleaning things up.
Also, ship construction. We are going to continue constructing things in Mercury quickly right now because it's very important we don't lose Mercury. Nope. Nope. Let's see here. Actually, you should get Survivor because we're at the point in the game where you should have it, and continue raising command since facilities are being built. There is a nice thing about facilities being built, and that's that they give us kind of a just flow of exotics coming in,
Ready.
which is rare.
Investigating alien
Don't
site.
get that all that
Ready
often.
for my mission.
Let's stop another one of those from
Taking
spawning.
it to him.
Just a little bit. Just a teensy bit. And our crashdown site is over here. So we're just going to come down and surveil location to figure out where the alien that probably came out of that ran.
I will make sure they are on our side.
Ready for orders.
Ever so slightly help out Brazil, I suppose.
Going in hot.
Like,
Offering
it's
counsel.
nice to have xenoforming spread down there because it means they're polluting less.
Forget
All
that
right.
the true power in any kingdom.
All right, we now have Mission to Jupiter done. We are going to grab Advanced Missile Warfare because we're starting to get to the point in the game where we need that. Let's see. What's Earth Defense at? Earth Defense is at 16 MC. However, it is also the most important of my defensive areas. So we're going to continue ordering more ships to Earth. Mars, once these ships come out for Mars, Mars is actually probably going to take a pause. It will have enough ships. Also, we have 172 out of 180. How many ships are currently being constructed? 27. Okay. Oh, institutional bastions. Because 5,000 more. How much will that cost? That's 5,000 for 10. All right, now we're going to continue with the one that gives us 40. I thought it was a cheaper one. Well. All right, Ceres defense. You're at 2. That's adorable. Ceres shipyard is building some more. We're going to continue creating ships.
Enjoy your wealth and...
Alright, self-repairing software. We will now go to white-collar automation. This will get us admin towers. They are the next really big upgrade to our control of Earth. They'll also give us a fair bit of MC, but the bigger thing for them is definitely the control of Earth.
The LZ is secure.
Targets secured.
Here's what we found.
Alright, that's weakened enough. Excellent, excellent. Ours defense. Let's just be sure. Let's just be sure. Yeah, so Earth defense is the super important one that I'm going to continue building.
At your service.
Ready for orders.
I'm going to build it till it has roughly 40 MC. Also, I realized that I should have done this before. We're going to see if we can turn her.
I'm here.
You need to defend Alexander because
I'll keep
Alexander
them
is
safe.
going after another alien facility.
What's the op?
What's the op? We're going in.
Ready for my mission.
Do we have any strangers over here? Huh. Maybe there wasn't an alien coming out of that ship. Oh, let's go investigate some random person.
Ready for my mission. Evading pursuit.
Offering support.
Going silent.
On guard.
Surveillance complete.
That felt nice. I should probably give it Exodus some candy so that they're less mad at me.
I am ready to sabotage the mission.
Again, we are not going hard yet. Alright, there are surveillance turning off in September. We're going to kill those at some point. Alright. We go down to 3 again, and let's see if we survive this bombardment. Swamp Fox should have an LDA. Yeah, it has an LDA. No damage to Swamp Fox base. Love to see. Oh, yep. It is actually hitting. Okay. It is actually hitting some of my modules. I'm going to try this once. It may just be dead. Because we are hitting the ship back. Also realized I'm going to upgrade the other LDA over here while I have the time. Yep, there's the alien. Ooh. I like 0 MG. That is a nice thing to see. Okay, we have destroyed the important thing. I believe we have destroyed the important thing on that ship. It's still trying, but it's going to be sitting there dead in the water from now on. Excellent. Let's see here. 26
Score
more.
one for the good guys.
We have been getting really lucky with those. I'm incredibly pleased. Let's see. Are flags coming out soon? Yeah, flags are coming out soon, and you'll see the effect those have once they come out. Because they are going to drop the amount of MC we have in use down as soon as they exist. Grab that last point in Spain. That'd be plus 3 MC. Let's unpiss off Exodus first. Oh, right. Actually, the smarter idea would be to grab that last point in the Netherlands. Yeah. We're going to actually do that. And we are going to wait for them to show up, because they show up, they start bombarding, we go intercept, they can't decide they're going to fly past us and kill our shipyard. This is because ground defense is actually useful. Orbital defense is kind of trash for LDAs and any static defense. The servants also are on Mars. Perhaps I should kill them.
Offering counsel.
I probably
Where
will.
to?
Reporting in. Going into hiding.
Alright.
At your service.
We saw signs of an alien here. We're going to go for it.
Containment.
Can
Reporting
we simply purge? Well, probably.
Removing our enemies.
Ready to go.
Yeah, that's a good enough chance. Actually, Keely, help out that chance. Let's go help out that chance rather than getting 1% Xeno when we have sufficient Xeno. I should have checked this before. Probably not worth. That's the one I had seen. Yep.
I will help them.
Alright, our space future is going to be coming online.
Hunkering down.
Alright, so Mars defense. Let's go take out. Oh, that's adorable. It might blow up some of my things. Yeah, it's blowing up some of my things. I got 2 things done. We're gonna win this even without auto-resolve. I'm just gonna auto-resolve it. And now I have to go to my Mars bases. So... yeah. Rebuild all... oh. You, 1, don't have an LDA, so let's fix that. And 2, have an extra thing that, we would much rather be MC. Oh. Oh, I've been very foolish. Oop. Micro is a lot of this game, and sometimes you forget to micro. We also can upgrade another Mercury base, so I'm going to go down and do that next. Yo. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh wait. No. Cancel that. Play that order. Oh right, this is one of the double skunk works. That's why. This one I can replace. I can do that too. I do want. That has it. Okay. In Op Center. Op Centers are what makes the world go round because MC is what makes the world go round. Basically, everything that you need comes out of MC. Mars Shipyard, level up on my guys. Join Mercury Defense. Join Mercury Defense. Let's see. Merc Defense now has 4 ships. That's not enough ships. Mercury... Merc. Yeah. I want to build more stations so that I can actually do expanding economy. It's so hard right now to not just build myself more stations. Everything's powered on. Why is that icon... whatever. We're not just going to upgrade at random. There we go. So our space incomes now are starting to get at what I consider good. Like, roughly 1k, roughly 1k, roughly 1k, roughly 300, and roughly 50 is what I go for. Oh, flag. Set, watch. 183 out of 182. Join Earth Defense. 180 out of 182. This is because the flag module lowers the total MC of the fleet by 15%. I don't know if it rounds up or down.
We have removed some threats.
Alright, we got a little bit more MC. Also, in our Earth defense fleet, we're going to build 2 more monitors. And nothing if not predictable in regards to we need more MC. Ooh. Serbia has... Oh! Why, how nice. Yes, you can rejoin me, Serbia. That's the EU. You are still friends with the EU. Okay. That's what I was trying to check, and mostly failing to check. Portugal needs 56 more days. Yep. We're just waiting out our timers right now. Just waiting out our timers. Let us advise.
My expertise.
Ready for my mission.
Are you able to investigate this alien? No, not really.
We'll see
Just
what we
get
can
some free resources.
Standing by for orders.
Alex, stop that from
Going in
growing.
Standing by.
You are able to investigate this alien and need to.
Surveilling target.
Where do you need me?
You could investigate this alien. Yeah, let's investigate this alien.
Eyes on target.
Where do you need me?
Oh, 1 minute here. Nah, not really worth. Down here, also not worth. This actually is a very good one. Has that for defend interests. Why not? Why no equip? Oh, it's a 3-star. That's why. That's why. You are capable of. That's his assault alien asset. These are only worth 1%. Let's do a little bit of orc shuffle because this will help us out overall. Giving us extra mission control. We're not really running economy, though we are doing social science. Oh. Yep. Oh. Let's unequip this and get our mining back up. There we go. Everything's good. Let's go talk to Exodus also to
We'll
see if I
open
can...
a channel.
I'm just going to trade them some tech for things. Cool.
Offering assistance.
Initiating
Alright,
contact.
Exodus. So, Exodus will trade us Fizziles. We were just going to buy all of them. This is one of the reasons why it's good to let certain AI actually have things in space, is as long as you maintain a decent relationship with them, you can just buy a bunch of resources. It's kind of excellent. No. No. Seeing if he has literally anything we want. If we were super rushing, I might buy some of his mission control, or not mission control, his mission control orgs that also give bonus priority to it. Just, you know, stack up plus 50% priority and go for broke. But that's more micro than I want to do. Alright, let's see here. 1, 2, there we go. He's just gonna give us a ton of resources for practically nothing. Alright, so they're going to Nelson Station. Let us also go to Nelson Station. That will take 1.2 hours. Now, the aliens are pretty likely to beat us there, but we should be able to take revenge after that. And that's the entire point of having this 40 milligee fleet. Because actually, if I go to solar system on Earth... That's the wrong one. Where's the one that's traveling? This guy. So you can see they're at 55.7 milliges. That is unfortunate because it means they're... Cruise Delta V... Where is that? Oh, that's Delta V, not thrust. So we watch them go around. They're going to beat us to the station. And then while they're blowing it up, our fleet is going to arrive. In fact, yeah, they're just barely going to be able to start running blow it up before our fleet gets there to fight them. Engage. Dead. And it... Oh, it got the most important module. Rude. We're eventually going to have an upgrade to... Oh, unfortunately, auto-resolve spent all our fuel. Spent literally all of our fuel. So, we are not going to do this. What we're going to do is take our Earth Defense Fleet. We're going to split fleet. These ships that have enough fuel to go back home are going to go up and refuel. And honestly, they have 108 milliges. They probably could have beaten the aliens to that station if I had been really paying attention and just had them do things rather than have the entire fleet go. We're going to go back down. It's going to cost us 1.7. Join up with Earth Defense. And now we're going to equalize Delta V and be able to get everyone back out. With better drives, we're not going to have to worry about this anywhere near as much, but we are in the most aggressive early drive we can get. All right, again, we are not going to immediately do anything with that because we want to wait for it to start bombarding and then destroy things afterward. Orvesta now has some more of its incomes back, which is very nice. I do appreciate that. We got some more complexes coming online in Mercury. We found another alien. Hopefully Humanity First will do something to that one. This one I'm going to take. He is going into a nice cell where we are going to ignore him for the better part of several years. Alien technology is another tech that's really nice to get, just because it unlocks so many things. That's why we're doing it now. Alright. So, we're going to investigate that because it's free.
Acknowledged.
Alex, continue trying this. So, because we can capture aliens, I'm not sure, have we captured one before? Either way, we're capturing him.
At your service.
Capturing aliens gives you a larger bonus to xenoscience every time you do it, which makes it just... Oh, yes, let's do that. This is a nice turn. I like this turn. It's made of fun and friendship. Alright, we can upgrade another Mercury base. Let's upgrade another Mercury base chosen completely randomly. Also, a ship got finished being constructed in Mercury. Let's do this. Just improve your democracy. Alright, now... Mercury Defense. The ship that is bombarding. Yeah, let's take that. Ooh, we do not want to spend that much of our fuel on this, though. Let's spend that much of our fuel on this. Depending on which base he's bombarding, he might kill it.
The VIP.
But we have a nanofactory, so it's fine. Wandering Darkstar. Yeah, that's just gonna die. Launch the Merc shipyard. It's gonna cost us a bunch of our fuel.
Target in a secure location.
Okay, we had not in fact completed that plot objective yet. We have now completed a plot objective. The big thing for plot objectives is I'm probably not going to do many more of them anytime soon. And that's because the further you go into your plot objectives, like this one we're going to do because that boosts our mission control and knowledge. This actually is pretty meaningful. I'm going to invest a fair bit into it. Let's do this, actually. Let's do that. But the more we get ahead in our plot objectives, the more the AI gains envy towards us, which makes it do nasty things. Like, it forces some AI to break commercial pacts. Actually, we have plenty of one and not enough of the other. Let's do that. Like, they break, not commercial pacts, I'm thinking Stellaris. They break non-aggression pacts. They will also do such, like, so, like, they'll break non-aggression pacts. They will, let's not, actually. We have to fix that. They will, oh, another flag done. Try Ceres defense. Start swinging at you hard. You have to start worrying about assassinations coming your way. Like, just in general, only complete plot objectives when you really want them to be completed. Like, when there's a reason to. Alright, Nelson Station's coming back online.
We found
The
something.
one, actually. Alright, Merc Defense, starting to get there. We're up to 7. We really want monitors because monitors are worth a significant amount more than escorts are. So let's get our second flag, and that. Even though they're a lot
We'll be
slower.
ready for
And
new orders
that's their
soon.
one downside, is they are in fact a lot slower.
What's the op?
Continue advising
Company
China.
Councilor.
That is your op. That will for.
Your orders.
You have 1 security.
Where to?
Actually,
Where to?
let's just take a gander. Do I see anything I particularly care about? Yeah. Let us improve your investigation again. Let's keep marching up the espionage tree, because eventually you're going to have to assassinate something. I think we're just going to go for... No, not security. Just go for... command. Yep. Haley, you are now advising.
Lending my expertise.
I'm here.
EU, is it time for anything? It is not time for anything. Ooh, it is time to kill that
Taking
before it
it to
becomes a
him.
problem. Oh,
I'm here.
except he's been seen by
Your
everyone.
orders?
Go to ground.
Evading pursuit.
Ready for orders.
Go to ground.
Ready.
Hopefully Humanity First is not the one who takes that purge.
Initiating deep cover.
Acknowledge.
Alright, yeah, we're just on a go to ground turn. My one is almost maxed out its funding. Fascinating.
Initiating deep cover.
Lending my expertise.
Hunkering down.
Going off the grid.
Yeah.
Hunkering down.
We're getting pretty close to...
Evading pursuit.
Oh.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Prepping for next mission.
Yeah, so that's our plot mission. We will handle that in a
For
second.
my next mission.
And that type of
Ready to
stealing
summon
is the type of thing that you want to try and avoid if you can. Something else has reached Earth. Oh, I just realized. Did I oopsie? Yes, they managed to complete their surveillance because I oopsed. Shouldn't have let them do that. I mean, there's a lot of micro in this game if you really look at really look at it, and like a lot more micro than I really want to do much of the time.
Prepping for the next mission.
Okay, I do not remember who didn't. I know I had
We'll
you
be
go to
ready for
ground.
new orders soon.
Acknowledge.
Oh, Kaylee was the one who didn't go to
Ready
ground.
for
That means the
orders.
initiative knows where she is, but she
My
doesn't know the
expertise.
initiative knows where
Ready
she
to go.
is. That's one of the fascinating things is you do very much have,
Ready
like,
for
there's
orders.
both what happened and what
Heading
you
to the
know
LZ.
about what happened, which are completely different things. I'm going to actually do this right now.
Terminating the opposition.
Ready for my mission.
Like, I'm slightly sad about doing that right now, but it'll help. Let's also chat with the Academy, try and keep... Can I chat with the
Reporting in.
initiative? Let's chat with the initiative and give them some tech so that they're less mad at me.
Initiating deep cover.
Academy has nothing I want there.
Though our methods may differ, we both wish to
someday I'll
safeguard
want that.
humanity.
Maybe someday I'll want that. That's a maybe. He's pretty reliable for just going through and finding decent science orgs. Oh, that's very nice, actually. That, too, is very nice. Alright, we're gonna give them a fair bit for those two. Nah. Okay, projects. Flag bridge. Yeah, we're gonna have to give them a fair bit. We don't actually really want these anymore. So we're past the major part of that on our economic growth. I'm gonna lose that. That gives us a bonus. Lose that. I was going to focus very hard. I'd be swapping these orgs around a lot more often purely for what am I currently researching. But I'd prefer to play fast than to sit here attempting to min-max literally everything. Oh, that's good. It's a good one. It's that one. That one. Alright, complete trade.
Wrapping up here.
So, going into here, Nina can hold one of my new giant orgs, or many small ones with it. One giant org. Two giant org. Someone else should be able to hold a small one. I'll deal with it later. But also, look at how we're going down with fairly minimal welfare investments in China. It's possible he has stuff we want. This really is more of a covering our ass trade mission. Recognize anything that's jumping out at me. That's sort of nice. Alright, yeah, we're just going to give you some random stuff to make you less mad. Hey, we're back up in tolerance, we're in tolerance, we're in tolerance, and we're at war. But they are at war with literally everyone. It's great. Ah, I love it. China, reasonably likely to finish its MC before I swap it over. Ooh. That's going to be a problem. Close.
Believe and accept.
Alright, our space future is done. There's an argument for colony versus ring habs in regards to which one you want first. I like getting colony habs first, simply because they can defend themselves in a way that ring habs cannot. Alright. And we need +4 MC in order to handle things. Well, we can get plus some MC pretty quick. We are limited on... Alright, yeah, we're limited on influence for this. So, something we can do for this. These cost MC to run. We can temporarily shut them down. Yep. And now we're back into no longer having bad events mess us up. One of the problems the game has right now is that it doesn't matter how over your MC cap you are. It just matters that you are over it. And this leads to some really unfortunate things happening. Also, we can get ECM now, so I'm going to pick up one of those. And the really unfortunate thing is, being 1 over MC cap is as bad as being 1,000 over it. There are entire strategies, we're going to eventually really want that rely on just saying, the MC cap, it's a suggestion. You don't really need to care about it. And these strategies are correct. It's a suggestion. You don't really need to care about it, if you're willing to go super far over. If you're not willing to go super far over, it can really mess you up. Just by, you know, you go 1 over, you get the event, and suddenly one of your bases that is absolutely vital defects. But, alright, you're trading CP cap for MC cap right now. That is what we're doing, and that means that we can go back to these and unpause. Turn back on. I do think I'm actually going to take this and build a second research campus too. 2 campuses per is a very nice amount. And this is going to be the start of boosting up our science income a lot. Turn on, research campus. And because we got more flag modules, our MC use goes back down. Note, flag modules do not stack with themselves. We only get that benefit for the first one. Let's grab Compact Solid Core 2 while we're sitting here just sort of doing things. Actually, no. I think this is actually a good spot to end this video, actually. So we're producing a ton of MC. China's going real strong right now. I'm loving it. The EU is going to be able to merge in Spain in a month, which is going to save us a lot of CP cap, which is going to be wonderful. We have our defense fleets in place. Mars defense fleet, pretty solid. This one is probably not going to upgrade anytime, get that much more soon. Earth defense fleet, also very solid. Merc defense fleet needs some more ships. They are on their way. Ceres defense fleet also needs some more ships, but they're on their way. Right now, we're in a pretty good spot. We need to finish building MC in China. We need to merge China into Taiwan to get a research boost, along with fixing up what China's actually doing. And, yeah, we have a lot of important techs that are right around the corner. We're pretty solidly right now at what I would call the early game to mid-game transition point. We're not over it yet, but we're right in the middle of the point where I'd say we're starting on mid-game. And this is because we're probably going to be starting on, now that our defensive fleets are mostly there, we're going to be starting on offensive fleets to retake control of the asteroid belt and maybe make a push to Jupiter. And I think that's probably going to be where I end this initial tutorial series, is the making a push to Jupiter and taking Jupiter, because we're pretty close to it. And I want to show you some of the other fun space battles that can happen once you get into mid-game technologies. But either way, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good one. Later.